Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. Up 10 worst Roman Reigns matches, definitively reviewed. Roman Reigns is undoubtedly the #1 guy in WWE today, and he has been for several years at this point. Though his WWE career has been up and down, Reigns has wrestled some brilliant matches which will help define his legacy. Unfortunately though, there are some which paint a terrible picture on his legacy for a variety of reasons. The Sportstars rating system will take a look at the most rotten of Roman Reigns' matches throughout his career to determine which are the very worst of them. These ratings will be compared to those from CageMatch.net and Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer newsletter. Expectations were high going into this match, but Roman Reigns vs. Jey Uso was a big disappointment. The tribal combat stipulation made no sense, with it supposed to be featuring no interference, but it was instead jam-packed full of it. The in-ring work was slow, and the focus on trying to tell a dramatic story took away from the momentum, pacing, and overall quality of the match. The crowd zoned out, and with a match length which was over 35 minutes, everyone was bored by the time the finish rolled around. Reigns and Uso were solid in their character work, but aside from that, this was not great. The main event of SummerSlam 2018 was a mess of a match. The tease of Braun Strowman cashing in, but standing at ringside was awkward, and the moment of Strowman being taken out was a shame as fans did not receive the money in the bank cash-in that they wanted. Lesnar and Reigns then clashed in a finisher fest, something fans have seen in pretty much every Reigns vs. Lesnar match both before and after this. The crowd were fairly into it, but the match itself was not of a good quality. Reigns finally beating Lesnar, but only due to Strowman, was a poor piece of storytelling too. WrestleMania 32 was headlined by emerging babyface Roman Reigns and the part-time heel Triple H. Due to the fan rejection towards Reigns, he was booed during this match whilst Triple H was cheered, creating a very weird and awkward dynamic that led to a disastrous show closer. A lot of the action was pretty slow and lethargic, dragging with heat segments and rest holds. The actual technical aspects of the match were fine, but the production of the match led to everything feeling tired and poor. The only real highlight of this match came thanks to the outside interference and big spots performed by Seth Rollins, Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, and Dean Ambrose. Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman were inside the cell, having a pretty basic match that was nothing special by any means. Brock Lesnar emerged and attacked both men, ending the match in a baffling no contest. Oh yeah, and Mick Foley was the referee, just because. The whole thing was a storytelling mess and one of the worst booked matches of the whole year. Roman Reigns tried his very hardest, but he failed to carry an old, tired, unfit Undertaker to anything resembling a strong main event. Reigns' character work was okay at times, but the in-ring work in this was tragic. Undertaker was so slow, botching a lot of moves and looking lost between the ropes. Every botch that took place, the crowd got even more restless, booing the contest despite starting it in quite a hot way. The post-match farewell from The Undertaker was brilliant, though he returned not long later. The advent of Roman Reigns' record-breaking 13-16-day reign as world champion came in one of his worst matches. The first portion of the bout saw a plodding slugfest wrestled at snail's pace between Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman, all leading up to Roman Reigns coming in right at the end, signing a contract, and winning the match without a scratch. The booking of this match was a complete mess, and the lack of a crowd due to the pandemic really had a major effect on this bout being a failure. The only positive was Reigns firmly establishing himself as a heel. Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar had several poor matches during their series, and the highest profile dud came in the main event of WrestleMania 34. Neither Reigns or Lesnar looked too bothered in trying to have a good match, with it being plodding, spammed with finishing moves and kickouts, and featured a forced blood spot which fans did not care about. Many rejected this match, only cheering here and there when Reigns was being dominated. The storytelling was messy, the character work was poor, and the result was baffling too. Roman Reigns was at the very center of one of the worst Royal Rumble matches in history, which was the 2015 edition. Early on, Daniel Bryan was eliminated despite being the most popular name in the match, and the rest of the bout was just as awfully booked. The domination of Big Show and Kane was unforgivable. Reigns' predictable comeback was boring, and the burying of every other top star in the match made the roster look painfully weak. The crowd rejected this match perhaps more than any other in WWE history, making it very hard to watch back. This is among the most bland and boring matches of Roman Reigns' career. He clashed with Jinder Mahal in a match wrestled at a snail's pace, sucking the energy from the building with slow offense, rest holds, and being completely void of any entertaining character work. The match followed the most predictable of formulas, with Reigns fighting from below to overcome Mahal and win the match for a big babyface victory. These sorts of feuds and matches are clear examples of why his babyface run simply did not work. Arguably the worst match of Roman Reigns' career came at Super Showdown 2019 when he took on Shane McMahon. The in-ring work was beyond poor, with McMahon dominating much of the match despite not even being a wrestler. From a psychology standpoint, it was so far below the levels expected of WWE. To make matters worse, the unwatchable heel McMahon scored a victory over Roman Reigns, becoming one of the rare individuals to defeat Reigns in singles action, albeit via a Drew McIntyre interference. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our WWE Action Zone channel and stay with us.